Hello my planner friends, it's Crystal with Happy to Plan. I am going to be doing my August goal setup video. This is a video that I have started at the beginning of the year, and I really enjoy doing these videos and putting my goals down so that I can start kind of improving some of the areas that I wanted to improve. Not necessarily even improve, just, you know, track stuff that I do. It really has been helping me. It's really worked really well. So I just want to show you, this is a little foldable, fold out thing that I made at the beginning of the year. What I basically did was I took 7 categories that I wanted to work on, and then I made 10 different kind of action items that I can do in relation to those specific goals. So the first thing that I generally do is I like to assess what I did the following month, so that kind of helps me understand what goals that I want to set for the new month coming up. So the first thing that I'm going to do, I created this kind of circular chart thing here. This was an inspiration from something that I found on Planning with Elise's channel. And she has something similar to this. It's a quarterly, she does it quarterly. And it's something that she has from Proud Sticker Designs. I decided to take that and just take inspiration from that and create it on my own based on my categories. And then each of the different circles has 10 circles within inside, so that each action item that I had in my list has kind of its own little line that I can use to kind of give myself credit for that particular goal. So what I do is I take my pins here and I just pick an item. I'm going to take budget, and I just color code it, and I go through my little list here and I just go down the line and see if I did all of those things. So for budget, I do want to pull out, the other thing I do is I have something within my planner that I use to track some stuff. So then I have this page. So this was my last month's planner, so I'm going to pull that off to the side. It's probably not in camera, but you can see, I'll show you that I did actually track that I had no spend days. So I had 4 of those no spend days, which was my goal. So I am definitely going to track that as a yes. And then I did budget. I did my budget. And I definitely meal planned, which has really been helping me. I've been bringing my lunches to work and all that. I, of course, paid all my bills, but of course, it's something that I would probably do anyway, but might as well give myself credit for that, right? And then I'm not going to mark off no credit, even though technically I don't think I used my credit card. Well, actually, technically, I did use my credit card in July, but I paid it off in July. So technically, I could say that I didn't use my credit card. But I'm not going to do that. It's really up to me whether or not I give myself credit for it. I'm going to say that I earned extra money because I had some money come in that I wasn't expecting. I did pay off a credit card, which I'm super happy about. And I didn't really save money, but I did bring my lunches. I didn't save any additional money, I should say. So that's kind of how I do that. So I walk through when I do that for each of the different things, and then I kind of go from there. So that is what I'm going to do for each of the different items. So I'm going to do self-care next. So I'll just walk through one more with you, and then I'll do the rest of them off camera. So self-care, face masks. So I have, again, I was tracking that on here, and I did face masks 3 times. I didn't do it the last week. So I'm going to still give myself credit for that, because it is definitely, you know, I do feel like I've been taking really good care of my face. I did cook. So I'm going to definitely count that as a yes. I haven't really been sleeping 8 hours. I have been tracking my water. I did close some of my rings at some point. I did do my nails. I kept my nails up. I didn't go to I didn't do a hair appointment or anything like that, but I have been exercising. And I'm pretty proud of myself. I did 15, so I'm going to give myself 2 credits for that, because I do feel like I've been really taking really good care of myself in regards to my diet and exercise. All right, so let's do relationship, and then so I'm going to do relationship, and I'm going to just keep going down the list, and then I will come right back. So I finished it up, and it's interesting. Sometimes it just really surprises me when I do this and I look at it from a perspective of like what my goals are, and then just sometimes it's just like, oh, I did not expect that. That was not what I was expecting it to be. And this is definitely one of those times. I'm surprised that personal development is so low, and home care, even relationships, I'm surprised too. So it's just interesting to see kind of how things plan out. I gave myself extra credit for my crafty time because I did get my December daily done, which I was super, super happy about. So I gave myself 2 points for that. And then for budget, I feel like I was really doing good on my budget last month, paid off some credit cards, things like that. So it's interesting to me that relationship is low and that the personal development is low. So what I'm going to do is I think I'm going to use those 2 as kind of my jumping off points to build on. So now what I do is I take kind of what I see there, and I look at what can I use, what can I do to kind of improve the areas that I am lower on. So for personal development, I've been wanting to start a devotional again. So I'm just going to write that in here. And then for relationships, I think what I'm going to put in here is that, oh my gosh, that's not how you spell relationship. Dang it. Why did I do that? Okay, so for relationship, I think I'm gonna just do, I'm gonna plan a crafty day. So I have some friends that could come over and craft, so I'm gonna plan that for August. And then let's see. It's hard to make a goal for relationships because relationships is 2 people, so it's not just about what I want to do, but it's also about like, do other people have time to come over, things like that. So I don't know. So then home care and work productivity are the same. I feel like for work productivity, I feel like I'm doing pretty good there. I think for home care, I think I'm going to put home care. And I think I'm going to do organize closet. I have a closet in my craft room that needs some serious organization. All right, so that's that. And then I have been keeping track of my pick a day that I do. So that's what I do for my monthly. I take pictures each day. I definitely want to continue to track that. I have actually started what I'm calling my eye care planner. So I'm going to put that as one of my goals that I want to track. And then also I'm going to just track my goal setter. Okay, so so I'm definitely going to mark off some stuff off July because I definitely tracked my food, and I definitely did my walks, which I'm so proud of myself. I've been working out, so I'm gonna give myself 2 stars for that. I didn't complete the facial one, but I'm okay with that. I feel like that's I'm doing really good on my nighttime face routine. Okay, so I will write in my August stuff. I like to look at kind of like what I wrote down and kind of see what I did. So lost 5 pounds, I did that. I exercised, I did craft time, I took a picture a day, I cooked a lot, I kept the house fairly tidy. I celebrated my mom's 70th birthday. I did have a game day, I had a couple game days actually. And I built a Barbie box for my mom's birthday. Me and my sister did that. Okay, so I feel pretty good about that. Let's go ahead and see how I want to decorate this. I think one of my things that I've been really loving is I actually think I'm going to use this. I just bought this Happy Planner sticker book. It's from the Miss Maker line, and I think I'm going to use this because I feel like the colors match my little thing over here, and I just think it would be fun to use it. So I think that's what I'm going to use. So let's see. Let's put one of these. This is so stinking cute. So I'm going to put this up here. So now we're just going to decorate. That's the fun part. And then I do write a little message to myself every week. I'll just read what I wrote last month. June was a great month. I feel so proud of myself. I lost 5 pounds, cooked a lot, didn't eat any beef. So I took a whole month off of eating beef. Lots of exercise, plus I got to hug my kiddo. So happy. Goal planning is working so well. So, and I had actually 3 goals for the month. So I actually lost 5.8 pounds. And then I kept up with the dishes. And then I had a strong performance review as my 3rd, but we didn't actually do mid-year reviews this year for some reason. I don't understand why. Like, I've never not got a mid-year review. So I don't know if they just didn't do it this year or if they're just late. I don't know. It's really weird, but whatever, it's fine. Okay, I like the feeling crafty, like I can put that down here. The sticker book is so cute. Let's see. Are these like little washi strips? Cute. Okay, let's see. I haven't really even looked at this. Okay, I like this one. I'm going to use this Plan, Dream, Craft, Create, Inspire, Design. Put that right there. Okay. Oh my God, those are so cute. Let's put another one over it. Let's put another one of these. over here. Okay, let's see, what else can I do? I like that. She designed a life she loved. Let's put this right here. Okay. And then I'm going to put the time to plan right here. That's not straight. Okay. Let's see what else. Oh, they even have dots. They have dots. Okay. All right. This sticker book's really cute. Okay, I feel like I want to put something right here. So let's just go through and find something. I love the stickers. The sticker books are so cute. I think today is like National Planner Day or something. The time I'm making this. I didn't even know that was a thing. But apparently it is. Okay, let's do this little. I'm being really like, oh, I don't want to use it, because what if I want to use it on another spread? I'm like, ugh, I hate it when I'm like that. Just use the sticker. It's fine. It's not going to hurt you to use the sticker. Let me actually find. Okay, let's do, I think I'm going to do another one of these. Okay, that's not going to come up. Let's do another one. Let's do another one down here. All right. Okay, I think that's good. Let's go ahead and write down. I definitely want to do the workout like I did last time. So maybe I can use these stickers. How many are in here? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Let me look, because August is a weird month in the planner because it has like July and September. So, let me, okay, so if we I want to count how many days I want to exercise. So yesterday was one of my days. I do every other day. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. So I have 17. So I'm just going to do, I think I'm just going to do 15 again, just to give myself a little grace period, just in case I don't do all 15. So let's do that. I'm just going to make it the first one. So I'm just going to put Okay, and then I'm just going to use these little stickers right here. As my little tracker stickers. Okay. And then I want to do no spend again. And then what I can do is just either use a dot or probably a Sharpie to mark those off. Okay, let's see. I want to track my expenses. Why am I spelling things wrong today? I've actually been doing that all day today. I've just been spelling things completely wrong. The nice thing about it is there's 5 weeks in this month, so these little heart stickers are perfect. Okay, and then, oh, I better do Plan With Me. And then I want to do my, I'm just going to put assess. I'm going to put my assessment for July, even though this is that video and I'm doing it right now, but let's do finish my trip journal. And I want to do my one little word for July because I didn't get a chance to do that, and August. And I want to do my scrappy okay. All right, so I can definitely fit something over here if I can find a sticker that would work. Oh, this is cute. Let's use this one. Oh, see, I'm doing that thing where I'm like, oh, but that would look so cute in that spread I'm doing. I'm doing a crafty spreads all this whole month. Okay, there's another one right there. Let's use this one because I think the other one will match the color better. Okay, so let's do, will this fit here? right, so I'm going to call this done for now. I'm going to definitely take some time to think about what I want to write for this and then write out my little message here. Usually that takes me a couple of days to do that, but I think this is done. I really like how this one turned out. Oops. So I really love how this one turned out. I think it's really cute. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. I'll see you next time. Bye for now.